What's up guys, BlueLycanroc here, and welcome back to the Sea of Thieves adventure log.
We shall sail together.
A series on the channel where I will be providing a guide for the latest adventure, along with exploring a bit of the lore along the way. If you want to catch up on the story so far, a link to the previous episodes have been compiled into a playlist, and is shown up here in the info card. So without further ado, sit back, relax, and put that pineapple on the stove. Let's gather around the campfire and share a story. Today, we are diving into the newest Sea of Thieves adventure, Lost Sands. With the Veil of the Ancients restored, the War of Golden Sands Outpost has begun, and it is up to us to decide the fate of the island once and for all. Will you side with Merrick and help the residents rebuild, giving us back our beloved outpost? Or will you side with the Servant of the Flame and watch the world burn? Burn, I say! Anyways, talking to Lorena will present us with a choice, and this is where we choose which adventure we want to do. These pages in the adventure log seem to split into two separate directions. So to make things a bit easier to follow, I will have chapters set up in this video for each side of this story, along with all of the locations of the 8 different journals that can be found in each side of this adventure. Making a choice will send us down one of two paths: the path of the hunter, or the path of the reaper. Merrick calls for your aid, and being the loyal pirate that you are, you gladly rush to his aid. The path of the hunter will consist of you helping out the shopkeepers of Golden Sands Outpost, starting off by sailing all the way over to that outpost, where we can see the shopkeepers that we rescued in the second adventure. They're beginning to rebuild the shops with scraps of supplies that they were able to salvage from the wreckage. But they need our help to gather even more supplies to finalize these repairs, since they are quickly running out. Talking to Merrick, we are told that Tina and Sharon have gone searching for some supplies, but haven't yet returned. But that's not all. We're told that the Outpost doggo has been rescued, which is amazing news. We're given a form of checklist of the different tasks that we have to complete. Since Merrick will have to stay behind, he will also take any food or wood crates that you happen to have, along with those supplies from that shopping list that you'll have to bring back. First up, head to Cannon Cove to find Tina, who is stationed right here at the very south point of the island, marked by the yellow Shores of Plenty flags, along with her wrecked rowboat. Tina will give you absolutely nothing, because she doesn't really have those rum bottles that she went to Cannon Cove to gather. She instead was ambushed by phantoms and had quickly buried it for safekeeping. There is a map, however, that we can pick up from a nearby rowboat. Using this map, we can discover these buried rum bottles for ourselves. These function just the same as the normal merchant rum bottles, and have to be returned to Merrick in perfect condition to have the adventure deed completed. That means no jumping, no shooting it with your guns, and definitely not taking any cannon fire. Next on our list is to find Sharon at Smuggler's Bay. Now, we can choose to return the rum bottles first, or we can continue going north to find Sharon. Either way, she is stationed here at the southwest shore of the island, with those same yellow flags marking her location. Examining the rowboat will give you another map for the next crate, this time a crate of sailcloth that Sharon has buried somewhere. Just like the rum bottles, this crate functions just the same as the normal Merchant Alliance version, which is the crate of silks. Now we can't get these wet at all. So, harpooning it to our ship, we have to sail back to Golden Sands to return those much needed supplies to Merrick. Doing this and talking to him again, you will complete the adventure. And if all things go well, everyone who took the path of the hunter will have Golden Sands Outpost back by the end of the adventure. The Servant of the Flame holds the key to true power, and he needs your help to strengthen the veil around Golden Sands. Those shopkeepers think they could just rebuild? Ha! Yeah, right. After accepting the path from Larinna, we are tasked with sailing to Wanderer's Refuge, where there is a mysterious observer waiting for us. None other than the Servant of the Flame himself. To find him, follow the phantom parrots. As you follow in the direction that the parrots are facing, you may see the Servant of the Flame peek out from a few bushes before meeting up in a secure area.
Welcome. We have much to discuss. The flame of freedom has called to you. If you wish to see it burn Golden Sands to ashes, meet me at the Reaper's hideout. I will be waiting.
Headed to the Reaper's hideout, the servant tells us that we need to deliver relic caches to his followers. But there is a twist. You cannot sail in your own ship.
Greetings. Only the strong can see that Golden Sands must fall. Well, Merrick, and all those weak souls that have scuttled back to repair it, they will soon realize that resistance is futile. Help us acquire relic caches and explosives, and we will ensure that the fools fail in their plans. Take this compass. It will guide you to all you require. We Reapers are suspicious by nature, and my smugglers will only trust the boats they know. Now go, join my Reapers, and take a step closer to your eternal reward.
There are special rowboats that were introduced in this adventure called Soul Flame rowboats. These rowboats are the only way of transportation through this path, so I hope you brought your good oars today. Keep in mind, carrying this rowboat on your ship does not work. You have to row all the way to these islands. First, head to Twin Groves in your rowboat that has spawned on the Reaper's hideout. Using the compass that you were given, row in the direction of that island, making sure not to sink that rowboat or die along the way throughout any of this path. Because if you do, you will have to restart from the Reaper's hideout. Arriving at the island, we dock our rowboats and hold our compasses up high, following the needle all the way to a group of bushes, where a Reaper smuggler jumps out of. Keep in mind, he will only jump out if your rowboat is close enough to the island and your compass is being held. The Reaper compass, not your actual compass. He will give us a relic cache, which we will have to deliver to the second island on our list, Cannon Cove, which we can find by following our compass once again, which has now spun around a lot and updated to our new island's destination. Rowing to Cannon Cove, you want to keep an eye out for other ships and pirates out there, because you are basically carrying a bomb on that Soul Flame rowboat. And if it blows up too soon, well, we all know where that leads. Docking onto the island, we can pick up the relic cache and walk towards this particular group of bushes, where another smuggler will hop out of and allow us to sell that relic cache directly to him. Doing this will leave us with one final task, and the most difficult one. And that is to row this same rowboat all the way over to Golden Sands Outpost and finish the job. Lighting the fuse and blowing up that keg to strengthen the veil. Once the deed is done, you are free to take a mermaid back to the Reaper's hideout. Talking to the servant from here will complete the adventure in the Path of the Reaper.
You have done well. The demise of Golden Sands is close at hand. Your assistance will not be forgotten. You will be first in line when my father brings forth his new world order. But our work is far from over. Continue smuggling relic caches, steal supplies, and use the Soulflame rowboats to weaken the border between the worlds at Golden Sands. My father's plans are in motion. It is only a matter of time until all we have worked for comes to pass. May the flame burn.
Now before I end this video, there are 8 journals scattered across all the different islands in the Shores of Plenty, 4 from each path. I will show briefly where each journal is, including the direction it's facing, and the surrounding landmarks to help you secure all 8. looking at these pages more closely, the adventure log's conclusion here is a bit blurry. It appears that the conclusion of this story will be written in as it ends. So, even if you are done with this adventure, make sure to continue delivering your supplies to Merrick or supplying those dark relics to the servant, depending on which side you picked, to sway the outcome that you want in your favor. This is the first time that an adventure has been put in the hands of us as a community. So, I wish both sides good luck in your adventures. For now, however, I will be closing the adventure log, and I will be posting a follow-up video once this whole event ends, discussing the end of this adventure. Until then, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this guide and found it informative, please make sure to give this video a like, and consider subscribing if you want to see more Sea of Thieves guides, update concepts, and lore analysis videos. And as always, I will see you out on the seas.